20 minutes late, let's go. Ha, 20 minutes late, let's go. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes late, let's go. Let's get it. Okay. Twenty minutes late, let's go. Twenty minutes late, let's go. Ha, 20 minutes late, let's go. Ha, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes late, let's go. Uh-oh. Golly. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Wait a second. Man, it's a cold day in March, I guess. Crazy. Yo, Sketch, what's going on? Ah, great. Bot, that's cool. Gotta love those bots on Twitch. how do I... Shoot. Cool. So how you been doing? How you been doing? Like hot single moms in my area. Yeah. What a bore. Abhorrent. Mm. So how you doing, Sketch? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, those those the bots nowadays, they know what they plan for. They know what they're preying on. Just like people like this with severely low streams, just low stream numbers, trying to throw their low wage bucks, throw away their low wage bucks. Trying to get a what should I call it? All right, another work day. That's sick. That's sick. I woke up to more internet drama, but it's like more of a it's more like it's not like an internet wide drama. It's more like circle drama. And it was just another one of those instances where I'm like, yeah, this is why I need to keep my circle close. Oh, amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Like and it's one of those things where I can't even trust anybody from the art community anymore, or just like, especially like the people I used to hang with. Even though like they may or may not be cool with me, I just don't trust anybody no more. Or like, and I mean trust as long and like spend time with them, or at least like give them the time of day, unless I want something from them. And even that's not even malicious. It's just like opinion of something or anything. Like I'm not gonna go out of my way trying to befriend anybody, because just like this circle of people that I used to know, like they're not like special in any way. They're just another art group doing the same thing that other art groups are doing. When do you meet these people? Um, way back, way back. I from a friend of a friend. To summarize it, at first I met them from a friend of a friend, and uh, that friend I don't really talk anymore. The friend number one I don't even talk to anymore, but like that friend gave me like a Discord link to a bunch of his friends, and his friends was in an association with another group of people, and from there it's just like a butterfly effect of I don't like I'm not going from like server to server, whatever. It's just like one group of people was in association with another group of people, and then like they split. Well, I split with them because like back then I was a very polarizing person, and like everybody, and I mean like a polarizing person, like everybody wanted to like, um, they yeah, I was just a polarizing person. Let's just put it at that. Like there was, it was not it was not like a not out of the ordinary where I would just be like arguing with the entire server about like anything, mostly about God, but it was just usually just me against the server. Sometimes we would just have good times, but no, the server just didn't like me. But had, nobody even had. Everybody was so like passive aggressive and like super like aggressively feminine. Like they had like this toxic femininity about them, or they were just, or they would have a problem with you, but they would just never say it to your face. So they would usually just like tolerate you until like they create another server just to leave you. It was like that kind of friend group, quote unquote friend group. Was this server even particularly religious? No, but every time there was like a topic about like religion, like they would always use a straw man argument for God, and I would, and like I me as a religious person myself, I just jump in and say, hey, like if you're gonna make fun of something, you might as well know what you're making fun of, right? Like I have no problem if people want to like make fun of God or whatever. Like, do you have a problem? But people have the freedom to do so, and I respect that. But if someone's gonna make fun of a thing that I care deeply about, you might as well get it right. You know, you might as well like at least try to pretend that you know what you're talking about. And people didn't really like that usually. So, and it wasn't just because of religion. It was because of other things, and other things are just like miscellaneous miscellaneous stuff. So turns out like the thing that happened is like my like the old group invited my friend to their server. Wait, give me a sec. Yeah, because yeah, yeah, somebody from the old group invited my friend to the server, and my friend like stayed in that server full of, like the old posse for like a couple of weeks, but he found out that they were just talking mad junk about him before they even invited him. So I was like, oh wow, you guys are still doing like this is really weird to me because like they used to, I don't think they used to do this stuff like 5 years ago, and I'm just disappointed that 5 years have passed. They're not kids anymore. They're they're like in their 20s, early 20s now, and they're still doing this, and that's kind of absurd to me. It's really absurd to me. So I don't. So I'm not like I don't want to enjoy it. Like this kind of stuff just makes me not want to join any Discord server unless I'm running it. Like I'm like people can come to my like they can come to my house, whatever. But I'm not going to their house because I know how they operate. It's just a bunch of petty nonsense, and I'm just disappointed. I'm not really disappointed in my friend that joined the server because he's just a guy that wants to have he wants to be cool with people, but like but he kind of learned what that entails. Like you can't really be you can't be everybody's friend. That's just the harsh reality of life. There are people that are just going to have problems with you, and they will just keep you. And like not only that, people are malicious. They'll just keep you around just because, just because like they see you as free entertainment. and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. Yeah, I know how that'd be. I definitely have some on my fair share of Discord drama. I hate that. But honestly, when I see that, I realize how much of a blessing it was of how polarizing I was like back when I was that young. Yeah, among the VR chat and people community in general. Yeah, I remember how, like now that I look at that, I realize how much of a blessing it is like being as polarizing as I was because nobody from that circle wants to interact with me anymore. And it's and like now like when I find out that they're still doing like just BS like that, I feel good. I feel good. I mean, I feel bad for my friend, but personally, I'm like it all worked out for me at the very least. Because I remember I was in a voice call with somebody from that group, and they were like, if you keep acting like this, you're not gonna have many friends. And she was right. And that's not a bad thing. And I don't see that as a bad thing. Like, yeah, because like with friends like these, because like it's very much when I see that, it's very much like that saying with friends like these, who needs enemies? Like if all my friends from the art community are gonna be like that, I don't need them. I don't need friends like those. It's crazy how stuff like that works out. So yeah, keep your circle close and keep it small. Not every Keep your circle close, keep it small. Not everyone's your friend. Like it's cool to have acquaintances. Just know the difference between a friend a friend and an acquaintance. Just know the difference between those, and you should be good. Before we go any further, friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Yeah, like that song. But yeah, protect your neck. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna act like I was an innocent guy either. I was combative. I was very combative, as like a teenage boys be on the internet. Hormonal teenage boys be on the internet. Now I, it's so funny how I don't. Now I don't really regret it, but I have learned some. But I learned how to talk to people better because of it. And the one thing, and another cool thing that I've learned: never burn bridges. Never burn bridges. Because when, let's say this, more people have burned bridges with me than I have burned bridges with them. And I advise people to keep it that way. Unless the person is like really toxic, that's really trying to ruin your life. Um, yeah, sure, burn that bridge. But I like just use your discernment. Period. Using discernment is good. Um, but for the most of the part, don't burn bridges. Just let just let other people do it for you. Kill them with kindness and all that and whatnot. Whatnot. How many people? Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do this. These pants. Man, it's gonna be crazy how I would like and how I would handle internet drama if I get big. That's gonna be interesting. If it's like a Twitter wide thing or whatever, I don't know. Maybe I'll just be like Tom Kenny never joined Twitter because that's funny. So much I could say about this conversation, but I really can't articulate what I want to say through text. You can try to summarize, but if it's difficult through text, then maybe text to speech? Question mark. But you like have to take it super slow. But that'll make you articulate your thoughts or something. Makes you really have to think about the words you're using. I like talking about stuff like this in voice. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe we can hop on a call later today and talk about it. So it's so weird. It's it's so weird. Let's see if I can delete this. Man, this kid see when this kid sees you got games on your phone. Man, that's gonna be a meme that's gonna die out now that iPad kids are everywhere. That meme's probably already dead. What am I talking about? I'm old. We need to get you to join my rum and VRC again on the weekend. All right. Sure. Yeah, sure. if I'm not dead tired, because I go out to the farmers market every weekend. If it's a sunny day out here. If it's a sunny day out here. I was eating wafers with my coffee that like earlier today, but it's a sugar-free vanilla thing. I think it says like it uses Splenda for their sugar, and could be a Friday or a Saturday. Yeah, we can do it like Friday. Maybe we can do it Friday. Maybe. Let me. I gotta check if there's an event going on Friday. Cause I think I found something. It was like some sort of like black author, poetry slam, whatever. And I'm like, hey, I'm of African descent. I can. I'm gonna see if I can be a vendor here. Of African descent. I'm a brother. Maybe I can join this. Ones we can depend on. Brown Pepe. Let me think. I was in the I was in the middle of something. I feel like I was in the middle of something different, but whatever. Sorry. Whatever. I just want to finish these pages today. This page today. Because that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. That'd be sick. I might do something different with his hand. I didn't even draw his hand because I'm like, what pose? What is the pose? It gotta be. I want it to be dynamic. Okay, that's the idea. Not dynamic, but it'll get the point across. It's not an important hand. It's not important. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up on Eventbrite to see if I can if there's an event happening on Friday. It probably already happened because I remember I saw it a while ago, and I did not have my books on hand. And I need to wait. What's going on? What's going on? Is there a rap battle happening in my area? No way. Oh snap! Is this? No. Official Eastern Pronouns Kosa party. Oh no, it's not a rap battle. Maybe it is. Oh no, I think it's just a concert. No, it's just a concert. Looks cool though. I gotta check out what's happening this weekend. A lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff. Um, wait, what's going on? Raleigh roasts. Warning Square. People selling coffee. Geeks and gamers. Geek Grub or whatever. An EDM concert. Not a lot. Not a lot. But I can look at this thing. What is this? Oh no, just a place to like drink coffee. Hmm. Contrast for a morning of coffee, live music, and fun. I could show up there and see if I could sell some books. Yeah, I don't see anything happening on Friday. That never cease to amaze me how strict you are with the schedule because I'm the opposite. I don't plan anything. I just do things. I mean, like you kind of have to. Like, I'm trying to run a business. So I you kind of have to. And plus, if I wasn't running a business, I would do it anyway. It's just good habits to have. One thing that I keep just struggling with is like every time it comes to like paying money, and I'm like, because I paid my annual report today, not today, but like this month, and I didn't have to until like August. I didn't have to until like April. April. I keep getting April and August confused. Like, bro, we still have the whole night as well. I mean, I usually just go to bed around 12 to keep to keep this to keep going, keep this business going. Also, I'm starting to work on the colored variants of the Purgatory Academy covers, and I have like a list of people that I can go to ask for advice, because I have no idea how to color. I have no sensibilities of coloring, so I'm just gonna ask some people like how would they approach it. Because people like to be asked. People like to feel helpful. People like to be congratulated from for their expertises. Like, because I know I'm just terrible at color. I cannot find a good color scheme to save my life. Like I know like good harmonious colors when I see it. I just can't pick it. It's like the difference between learning to like uh listening to a language and speaking in a language. That's what it feels like. Going to sleep at 12 is wild to me. Then again, my sleeping schedule is all over the place. My body is just like, oh, it's 12. All right, bed. And what really helps with that is that I stop drawing at 8. Just pick a time to stop drawing. Like it's your brain just operates on signals. It's simple. I think a lot of it goes to like understanding how the brain works. Because people are creatures of habit. If you know how to tame yourself, then you know how to do anything, whatever. It's like that one. It's like that famous quote: "To know your enemy is to know yourself," or whatever, or to defeat your enemies to defeat yourself, or something like that. Whatever. Sun Tzu or something. Me having a constant sleeping schedule not ruined a long, got ruined a long time ago. You can rebuild. Stupid. Imagine, imagine if you like settled on land and you were like, well, there's no buildings here. Can't build. Or can't make a civilization without any buildings. No, you got someone's gotta build those buildings. Someone's gotta build it back up. Or build it up. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Well, it all starts and ends with you. The world ends with you. A game that I haven't played. I'm not complaining. It's just it was it's just it's just it was what is that? Okay, what? So are you trying to say like what's the point? And if you're saying that, then I agree. Like if you don't know why you're doing something, then it's best for you to not do it in the first place. Would be a good idea to like ask what am I doing here? And if you can't answer that, then you probably shouldn't be there. You're at the foot. Oh yeah. Funny thing that happened. I was talking with a friend from the flea market, and he said that and his dad bought like Purgatory Academy, and he said that he when his sister saw it, she was just ripping through the book, like she was she was giving like critiques, like how the paneling was off and I used the wrong font. And it was pretty, and I was like, oh wow, somebody's actually I'm not saying hating on it, but like giving critique on it, and I was like so excited because it's been a while since anybody gave me a critique. I think the last critique that I saw of like my book was it was like somebody, so it was like a guy from the old internet crew, like disc that I had Discord drama from, and he said that he read the book on Webtoons and he said it sucked. Nothing. He didn't even elaborate. He just said it sucked, and I thought that was funny. He's like, "In Purgatory Academy sucks." Like that was the last time I got criticism from Purgatory Academy. Like the first time I got criticism of Purgatory Academy, it was that it had a slow start. That's not even really a critique. That's just hating. uh, I'll chalk it as non-constructive criticism. I'll put it as I'll chalk that up as that non-constructive criticism. Constructive criticism that I got was only from the first book, and that's where I'll and I'm really open to like criticism on that because I did not because it was like my first comic book and I had no idea what I was doing. So mostly people said that the intro of like the first book was pretty slow, or it was hard for people to like care about the character. And I was like, yeah, true. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. It was like my first time storytelling and telling a story or whatever. And when I go around the flea market and I'm getting people saying that they are really enjoying the book, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. Um, but I have learned. I like to think that I've learned from the constructive criticisms that I got from the first book. Uh, but the destructive criticisms that I got, and they're pretty funny to me. They'll never stop being entertaining to me. Sure, you can say that, but context matters here. No, I think I don't. I think I'm just open to it more because it it really fills me with glee that people are just giving something that I make the time of day. And to spend that time, like their precious time, their their oxygen, as as a low tier god would say, they're spending their oxygen, their time on something that I make, and then go out of their way to criticize it. That makes me. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes me feel like I'm worth it. Like just for you going out of your way to hate something that I put passion in, and to tell me or other people that it's garbage. Let that not be a lesson that you spent the time to look at what I made, and that person. I'm not gonna say you, but that person individually. Uh, yeah, that person individually spent time to like look at something that I make and had an actual opinion on it. Like, because I look at a lot of things and I don't have an opinion on. I don't have opinions on them, and I don't talk about them. Period. Because I don't think like they're worth the oxygen. But other people, these weirdos, like I appreciate them. I appreciate them. It just be like that sometimes. Awesome. Getting haters is just hilarious. Okay, this is a good pose. I really like how his thumb covers his mouth. There we go. That's one. Time to get the second one. But yeah, it's kind of rare for me to get hate or like have critique. I hate. I don't want to keep using the word hate. I just want to say I just it's. I don't get enough critiques. I don't get enough critiques, constructive or destructive. Otherwise, because like I don't know, weird. It's weird because like destructive criticism is a motivate. Is like I understand when people say my haters are my motivators. I just thought that was like just a funny line, like a condescending line to to people who just generally hate or just like have deconstructive criticism. But now I understand because when people are just not giving constructive criticism, that means you're probably doing something right. Like when I didn't get it, I thought it was just I thought it was just a condescending thing. Because I keep seeing, I don't know, because I keep seeing like just people with no talent say it. Like rappers and people with no talent keep saying that. Or maybe I am a person with no talent. Maybe that's me. Oh yeah, but I don't really get people who are already rich and famous and complaining about haters a lot. Yeah, that's also true. That's people be like, my haters are my motivators, and they already made it. Like, what do you mean motivator? Like you're already rich, man. Like you made it. Maybe that's why I never got that. Man, these kids are on a mission. I just roll my eyes when I see big people on my timeline doing that. I don't know. Like that is a very interesting phenomenon. Like they maybe it's all perspective. Maybe they keep saying that. It's kind of okay, so in my mind, it sounds like they don't know how much they've grown because like they live their lives, like they don't really track the growth while we have a different perspective. Like we don't look at them every day, so like we see this substantial change in their career. But while maybe to them they don't feel like they've changed that much. Like yeah, I got a mansion and a Ibiza, but I'm still your lovable rapper. I'm not lovable. I'm the rapper that everybody hates or whatever. Just build a persona of being rich and famous, and people still hate them because they're probably just living in the past or something. I don't know. Another topic that needs to become up, come back out when we're talking the voice. Well, there's a difference between being infamous and famous. But we're just talking about like rappers that aren't really. I can't name any off. I can't name any off the top of my head, but I remember hearing several things like that. I know I'm not like being. I'm not. I know it's not like a Mandela effect, because I'm sure that there are a lot of rappers that be like, "Oh, haters be my motivators," and they're like big or whatever. But it's just been a while. Yeah, it's not like the only difference between famous and infamous is just the public perception of you. Basically. But not. Well, I could think of one, but not the typical rapper. Okay. And I feel a sneeze coming along. Ah, goodness. Sorry about that. Man, pollen season is here. I want. I'm genuinely excited to see like the what the end of the year will look like, especially for making comics. I picture myself working on my third comic series. All I know are sad songs. Took a pill and a Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. I don't know what I thought if it was something to do. Man, how would I draw this character from this angle? Trying to figure out how I would do it. Let me see if I can just do this part. Okay. Man, glasses guy is pissed. and be like, oh man, I'm keeping that facial expression. This is the facial expression I'm keeping. This is it. Michael Jackson, this is it. I probably need to make his frame a little bit thinner. Or maybe his head bigger. Yeah, his head just needs to be bigger. Just having a spare head, so it won't be like messed up with aliasing. There we go. How big is it compared? Oh wow, that's just an optical illusion. Oh man, look at that. Like that head may be too big, but I'm gonna try it out. Wait, what was? Oh yeah, he was wearing a button up. Yeah, this is one of my favorite panel. It's one of my favorite pages so far. I don't know. There's a lot of pages that I like in this book. Oh yeah, did you hear that they're gonna reanimate a couple episodes of Naruto just to like give the anime a break to catch up, so Baruto can like write more stuff. What do you think about that? Like, honestly, Naruto is already pretty good. Even like the old anime, because Pero was really Pero like Studio Pero did a good job like with the original series. Yeah, they did certain scenes, but not the whole episode. Yeah, I didn't know that was like a teaser or anything of like what's to come. Probably yeah, they're just probably playing with the idea. Probably just playing with the idea of hey, how would you guys feel if we made more Naruto, like remake the old Naruto episodes but with all the visual flair of modern anime. Like they gotta do the Rock Lee versus Gara fight. I think that's gonna look cool. Because I would love to see like how far we progressed. Because like they did a really good job with the original one. Maybe like a remake, like Sasuke versus Orochimaru. That's gonna look cool. Like that iconic fight that's been referenced in the Boondocks. Like Sasuke and Orochimaru. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, is the yeah, okay, cool. I was thinking like is the thumb in the wrong right position? But yeah, I was right. I was right. No need to sweat. Okay, okay. Yo, sketch. What do you think about like a bunch of kids for who reached like their teenage years who's just discovering anime and saying that Death Note is underrated? Because I remember I was like talking with my nephew, and he discovered Death Note, and he was like, "Ah, oh, man, this is like the most underrated anime of all time." And I'm like, "Oh no, that was kind of funny to me." Like, yeah, I was like, I had that facial expression. It was like, Death Note underrated. Uh, wouldn't say that. It's good. You're just young. Like, it had its time in the sun. You're just young. Things come and go for seasons. I love that. But it's cool. I love talking with relatives about a anime and manga. Because they're passionate about storytelling, just like I am. About cool stories. Literally, one of first animes people was you're about to watch. It's so funny. No, no way. No way. It's so funny. Did you ever watch Netflix terrible live action about it? No, I did the most sensible thing and just watched other people complain about it because that was like a YouTuber cash cow for a while. You gotta love periodic YouTube cash cows, YouTube topic cash cows. I'm so bad at smear frames. Made L black and for no reason. Yeah, we all know the reason. We all know the reason. I think it'd be funny if like L's dad was black. That'd be hilarious. Not L's dad, but like Light's dad. Like just like the next Americanized version. Like they just change people's ethnicities for no reason. What are your thoughts on Hollywood's trying to make main characters different races? I think it's dumb. They don't really need to do that. That trend. Oh, that trend. Well, it is. I got you. It is kind of a train. It's dumb. No, no doubt about it. I think we. I think I told. Uh, it's just a piggyback of the conversation we had yesterday about like people think diversity being a virtue. Well, mostly like women. To the what I don't like the most about it is people celebrating like turning like historically white characters black because in my mind you're saying it goes right back to what I said. It's like you don't know where your food is coming from. It's like you're demanding something, but when they give a half-hearted attempt to meet those demands, you're just getting at the end of the day you're just getting their table scraps because at the end of the day it's not a character that is meant to be black. You know what I'm saying? Or just like any other race. If they were meant to be another race, and they that would be that character from its conception. But demanding that character to be a different race, like decades down the line, you're not making anything new. You're it's being lazy. And that's why I get so confused. Like when people's like, "Ah, oh, man, we like this is a win for like people of color or whatever, quote unquote people of color." Like, no, it's not really a win. You're just eating table scraps, and you're thinking it's a 3 course meal. Like that's how down bad you are. That's how down bad these people are. Like Black Ariel is so cringe. Yeah, yeah. I just don't. I just barely gave it any mind. I'm just wondering when is Disney gonna bring back their Tarzan license so they can make Tarzan black. I might pay to see that movie, and then I might pay to see like Netflix's drop in stock. Not Netflix, but like Disney's drop in stock after they do that. Like I dare they make a Black Tarzan. Homeboy already has the dreads. They can make it. They can make it like one of those anti-slavery messages or something. Like not poachers, but like people who captures the gorillas and just put them in zoos. And like the movie's gonna make it an allegory about slavery or something. Like, and now we have Black Tinkerbell and Black Timothy April O'Neil. Oh yeah, and I remember they changed the race of April O'Neil, and I forgot the rhino like Bebop. It was like Bebop and Rocksteady. Like Bebop was originally like always voiced as a black guy, but when this one he's just voiced by Seth Rogen. So they made a historically white character black and made a character that's historically voiced by black characters white, black people white. That's interesting. That's funny. Yeah, but post Spider Verse era movies, I'm I'm glad Spider Verse. I like this is I'm already tired of talking about like post Spider Verse stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. It's good. It's honestly like the best thing that visually happened to movies since 3D. Honestly, since CGI. Because if Spider Verse wouldn't happen, the only films that would push the boundaries of 3D animation, yeah, it was a good movie. I think the only I'm talking yeah the only like movies companies that would like push the boundaries of CG animation if Spider Verse did not happen, it would be DreamWorks, and even then they still keep with that like semi realistic mold, like soft rendered mold of children's animated trends. But now that's o- but now that's over. Now that's over. Now everybody wants to like look like a child. Everybody wants to look like a child book story now. It's making everything look like flat cartoons again. So that's cool. Until like that style gets tiring. Until that style gets tiring, and then everybody wants to like move on to something else or just return to the old. When was the last good DreamWorks movie? Puss in Boots was pretty good. I haven't seen the Bad Guys. I never was interested in that. I don't care about furry Lupin the Third. To be honest, the trailers kind of put me off. True. Besides that, uh, shoot, I heard Captain Underpants was pretty good. I mean, Boss Baby had to be pretty good. If it didn't have like so many sequels and spin-offs. But I have not seen. Let's check it out. Actually, no. Freaking no. Actually, DreamWorks have been like really pushing the boundaries because I remember when Trolls came out, they really pushed for like having a very different feel. Like out of anybody, I think DreamWorks is usually like the ones that always try to like look different. because Madagascar for one, like the what they try to push is a with that one specifically is more geometric style character designs when in animation. Um, with Madagascar, Captain Underpants, it was a real Captain Underpants is another one. Like I said, it was a good one. I keep forgetting Rise of the Guardians was DreamWorks because I just nothing about that movie appealed to me at all. Does Captain Underpants doesn't count? Nobody ever talks about that movie. I mean, I've heard it was good. I never seen it. I just like how it looks. I personally like how it looks. Let me look at their most recent films. Cruise was good, honestly. I thought the Cruise was good. Trolls was good, especially like World Tour. I know they try to do something. I know they try to like do something different with that. What year did World Tour came out? Yeah, I think DreamWorks has like you always been trying to like make their films visually different from like everyone, and that's what I will give them credit for. But like Sony, when Sony came out with Spider Verse, it was just a shock to like everybody's system in a way that DreamWorks could just did not think of, or did not like execute. I'm not gonna say they never thought about that, but they just at least they just did not try to execute it as the way that Spider Verse did. Heck, even so it's a good ending. This is a good ending. Wait, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Oh, okay. Spider Verse sequel looks like it's going to be so much going on. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm personally not hyped for it. I thought the first movie was really good. But the second movie, I just I'll see it when I see it. I that just reminds me of how the writers of Clone High written on Cocaine Bear, and they made back their box office. And I just gotta give a round of applause for the marketing team for like Cocaine Bear, because that was everywhere. Yeah, Cocaine Bear was just that marketing push was like crazy for 1 week, and it made its box office back. It made its like budget back, and that's insane to me. It felt like it was a week to me. Dude, I really want that movie poster. Hold on, let me check out Cocaine Bear movie poster. Oh yeah, that's a pretty sick one. Man, that's just very cool. Who knew that 20 years from now somebody would make a movie based off a meme? Not me. Couldn't be me. But props to everybody who made their money back with Cocaine Bear. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, and the Oscars was happened. Did you care about that at all? Did you care about the Oscars at all? Will we ever see Cocaine Bear at the Oscars? I'm not really a movie person in general. True. All right. I get you. I get you. All I know is that every time the Oscars comes around, it's it's usually I can usually get like a YouTube video recommendation of people still trying to pretend that they care about animation in the Oscars. Like, who cares? We all know they don't care about animation. Why are we demanding people who? Why are we demanding people who don't care to care? What? So animation can get recognition to the broader audience? Who cares? Make your money, have fun, move on. The only thing I can't believe it's been a year since the Will Smith mouth. That feels like just like it happened yesterday. Oh yeah, for real. No, they have an entire crisis team ready for that. Ready to see if that happens again. Oh wow, I freaking love this. Like you zoom in and then you zoom out and then and then you notice this, like the perfect zoom in, and then you zoom out. I like that. That effect is freaking cool. Yeah, but that Will Smith slap happened, and then I don't know. Oh yeah, did you hear about they're making a new Everybody Hates Chris? I've heard that. I've heard about it, but I think it's official now, and it's called Everybody Still Hates Chris. Seriously, seriously, the past can never die. Just living off of what came before. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Yeah, same cast, I believe. So we'll have that. It'd be weird to see if the white Greg from Everybody Hates Chris is gonna be on there because he's also the voice of Phineas, I believe, from Phineas and Ferb. I know he probably uses like a kid voice. Well, it'd be funny if he like goes up there and he still sounds like Phineas. But the guy that plays Chris doesn't even look like him anymore. LOL. Makes sense when he was younger. Oh yeah. No. But wait. No, hold on, 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 hold on. I might get something wrong. I might get something wrong. Because there was like another important thing about. No way. I heard another thing about it. Oh yeah. Okay. Not only that, everybody still hates Chris is gonna happen, but it's an animated thing. I forgot to leave. I forgot I left that out. It's animated. Like every single thing from the past is coming back. Everything. I already got Fresh Prince of Bel Air reboot for some reason. So how do you feel about animated Everybody Hates Chris? I still feel like it's completely unnecessary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous. But if you want something new, you go to the indie scene. And that's just the solution nowadays. Okay, I think I'll call this panel a done deal. Or maybe, just maybe. Nah, it's gonna be a blank panel, a blank background, because there'll be too many things happening in the foreground. Well, a lot of different anime stories is coming out at all all the time. True, but a lot of it there's a lot of there's a lot of garbage too, because there's a reason why mostly the cream of the crop comes out. But whatever. I'm just making excuses. Unlike American cartoons are just retrends. Um, there are original American cartoons out there, but it's just the stories are just given by weirdos, or just given to weirdos, honestly, and unfunny people trying to make a comedy. Yeah, anime also has like a lot of niche stuff. Yeah, that's the thing that anime has over just American cartoons. Like every time, it comes with a perception of draw of just cartoons, from the West versus the East usually. It's just general conceptions. It's kind of it is what it is. Because the only time that we'll get like an animated adult thing is like if it's a comedy. And then if it's not a comedy, it has to like be so immature to like setting itself apart from everybody else. Kind of like Invincible. Like Invincible's a good show, but let's not kind of forget that they try to like differentiate themselves from like other animated cartoons by just they try to differentiate themselves by not being like a comedy at all, by just going out like super serious or whatever, trying so hard to be like its own thing. And I feel like they needed to do that too, because the perceptions of people are so set. It's so set in their ways. I would say. like how many SpongeBob, Scooby Doo, or Family Guy spinoffs there are. Oh yeah, it is weird. It is weird, but there's a market for that, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I think right now it's just executives. They don't. The executives they don't themselves. They don't really appreciate the medium. They're trying to see if like they only see it as like one thing, and that one thing is like if it's how we're gonna profit off of it. I'm really surprised there are no Simpsons spinoffs either. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very good interest. That's a very good observation. Like, why aren't there any Simpsons spinoffs? Man, if only somebody could make a YouTube video, a 30-minute YouTube video essay on that topic, I'd watch that and leave a like. Maybe not a comment or subscribe, but I'd watch it in full and leave a like. No idea. No idea. And you could argue that's probably one of the. You can argue that that's probably the one that needs something different than the most. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, where's the Lisa Simpson show or the Bart Simpson show or like everybody's spin-off shows. Because I know darn well, like these executive producers, they don't care about integrity. So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Okay, let's see. Let me think. Or at least make a spin-off showing the kids as adults or teens or something. If something like that were to happen, it'll be done. It'll probably end up being a disaster. That really doesn't matter to me. Like I don't. It's so weird because like I know it would be a disaster, but at the same time, I know they wouldn't care if it was a disaster. I feel like they wouldn't care if it was. Wait, no, this is Fox that we're talking about. Um, let's see. They do have a lot of crossovers. But usually, like when it comes to like crossovers, they usually try to do. I know every company is different, but usually they will try to give like the okay from the creator. of the thing first. Uh, if they didn't, then Matt Groening wouldn't also have Futurama, and he wouldn't also have Futurama. Usually, if they like they don't really do spin-offs, they just give them like another thing to work on. And then there was like that other show that he worked on, like Disenchantment, that was on Netflix that I watched like a little bit of. And I was like kind of unimpressed, but but I'm not the target audience. I don't think I was the target audience. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I probably just wasn't the target audience. I don't remember a lot of the jokes being like too funny either. But like I said, I just didn't care. I just don't care. But it's cool that Matt Groening wanted to just branch out and doing other thing, like uh, like The Simpsons was just his take on modern family life. Futurama was just his interest in sci-fi, and like Disenchantment was like his fascination with fantasy. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that he's out here doing other different things, exploring like exploring different things, different genres. I can at least appreciate that. Well, Family Guy is Fox, and it got two spin-offs. Yeah, but the thing is, believe I know Seth MacFarlane was ahead of American Dad, and I don't know if he was the head of the Cleveland Show. Because American Dad was Seth MacFarlane's idea, I believe. Okay, yeah, this was not the Cleveland Show was not made by Seth MacFarlane though. Yeah, he was one of the. Oh no, Seth MacFarlane was one of the creators. He is credited as one of the creators, but it's along with like two other people. I mean, that's the same case with Seth with American Dad. While American Dad is while Family Guy is Seth and David Zuckerman. I think with the Cleveland Show, Seth MacFarlane has like a creator's credit because they are using his characters. They because Cleveland is his character. I don't know how. I'm not an encyclopedia because I don't even. I'm not like I don't know how these things work because I haven't really done a lot of research of how like corporate politics are or like etiquette or whatever. So I assume that Seth had like the credits because they were using a Seth MacFarlane character. So like yeah, he had to be credited as one of the creators. But I don't know how involved Seth was with the Cleveland Show. But I know he's involved in American Dad. He was involved in American Dad. Oh yeah, the Cleveland show didn't last that long. Yeah, I remember my dad loved the Cleveland show because like my dad was a cable guy at the time, and Cleveland was a cable guy, and so my dad was like, "Oh snap, he just like me for real." So, it was just it was funny. My dad just liked that show. Yeah, it's funny how things like that happen. I'm trying to think about the creases of the pants right here. Like, where would the creases be? Like, a lot of tension would be like around here, and maybe a lot around here. And I'll leave it like that for a while. Hey, okay, I was in the middle of something. Hey, Marson, welcome to the chat. Marson's on YouTube, by the way. By the way, sketch. Welcome to the chat. What are you inking? I am inking my comic, Chimera Island. I've been working on this for the past couple of months. It's almost done. It's gonna be like 50 pages. The content's gonna be 50 pages, but I'm gonna print a book out later in the spring, with more pages, like including like a little mini documentary of like my process of like creating it and like the characters and the world and whatnot, yada yada yada. And it should, and that's gonna be looked a little bit more book. So I'm gonna post like a seven. Hopefully, it's gonna be like a 60 page book at the end. That's gonna be cool. 60 or 70 page book. So that's gonna be cool. That's what I'm inking. And also, I'm just talking with the. I'm just doing dual chat right now, doing on Restream. So I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now. Yeah, I'm just dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, this is cool. This is like the one of the first time, like one of the few times that I actually have like two people talking on two different platforms. Awesome. Let's get it. We moving up in the world. Okay, I'm almost done with this one. But yeah, freaking. I think I like the Cleveland show as it was. It was all right. It's hard for like how they try to like make they try to like super hyperimpose the not hyperimpose. What's the word? They try to like retcon the continuity of like Cleveland's life while making the new show. And then at the same time, when the Cleveland show died, they just put Cleveland back in the cast, and they just added the retcon, like all the retcon into like the original series. Now that's funny. I love that. Very, Marston said, very cool. I got myself into a similar project lately, but I got two 32-page comics to script. It's pencil and ink before the end of this year. All right, cool. Hope you get those things done. Wait. Oh, cool. I was like, why is the sketch layer moving? Hope you get those done. What's your two comic projects about? If you don't mind me asking. Sketch says, started off all right, just got slightly worse as it went along to me. There's few episodes of the Cleveland Show I remember. One of them is like the Die Hard parody. Um, that's about it. I just only remember the Die Hard parody. Oh yeah, and they had like Kanye West on there or something like that on an episode when he was like Kenny West. Very nice show. Very nice show. Oh yeah, and there was like another episode where I don't know, Kenny West was trying to join the Illuminati. Another episode where Cleveland's white friend was gay or something. That's about it. Just talking like stream of consciousness of like the episodes I remember. How many seasons did it go for? I don't remember. I had it pulled up. I don't feel like looking it up again. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. That's like the bottom of the shoes. Since it's like, actually, I should go something like this. Since it's his toes, it should be like a little bit like that. And like his heel would be like around here. One, two. Let's see. Ah, shoot. One of them's a fantasy comic about a lizard person, a kobold, exploring a cave system, and getting in trouble with some cursed treasure. Treasure. Okay. Do you know how to put that? Do you know how to make that into an elevator pitch? Or, in other words, summarize it in 7 words? What kind of shoes were people wearing back in the 70s? I don't even know. I'm a poser. Nothing a quick internet search will do. We'll okay. I think this will work. I might need to make his legs shorter. That leg shorter. Dun 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 dun. Okay. It's like. I should arch his back a little bit. Maybe thin his frame. This is a weird thing that I keep doing. I keep making their frames like larger than they actually are, but they're young-ish or whatever. So a little bit of a wide frame wouldn't hurt. Maybe I need to make their heads bigger too. The second one does not have a complete synopsis yet, but it's based on a hypnosis session I did with my publisher. Did I ask? Interesting. And he liked the idea, so he wanted me to it on paper. Put it on the paper. That was like almost halfway done with the scripting. Oh, cool. 32-page comics script. When you said 32 pages, are you talking about like the actual script? That's the length of the actual script, or 32 drawn pages? Oh, who's your publisher? This gigantic robot kills you, but they got a fire at will. Oh my gosh. I thought my dog bursted into my room. Oh yes, yeah. 32 pages plus covers. Okay, cool. That's fun. Okay. Cuz like I think I've made books that are like 30 pages and they turn out to be like 30 like scripted pages and they just turn out to be like just just large books. Would not recommend. Would not recommend. I will keep him anonymous until those two get published. Oh, okay. So you still like so it's kind of like an indie thing. Okay. That's sick. That's sick. Very cool, very cool. I will be cheating with splash pages, but he doesn't know yet. Oh yeah, it takes time to make art, so take those shortcuts when you need to. We all do that. Man, my favorite thing about making art in the morning is that both of my stylists are running low on battery severely, and I just and I need to like interchange them constantly. Fun day, fun times. But I'm making good progress. Don't know if I'll finish this panel tonight. I mean today. Oh, like in the next 30 minutes. But I think this is some pretty good progress. Like the next page after this, it's gonna be completely improv. I have like, I need to look back at like the thumbnails that I made. I think it's gonna be improv, cause the previous page was improv. This page was this page was like halfway improv. Yeah, 90% of like the next page will be improv. But the page after this one, now it's gonna go back on track. It's gonna go back on track. My gosh. Oh, so how long have you been making comics, Marcian? And for Billy, make the city understand. This gigantic robot goes. He's gonna fire at will. Dun 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 dun. Ska is not dead. It's just a thing that I keep doing. I always just try to like draw characters with like muscular bodies just to understand where their muscles are. But I'm like, not every character is muscular. Sometimes they're just scrawny, you know. But I'm like, no, I gotta know where the muscles are. I gotta know where everything's at, even though you just don't need to. I still think this scene is pretty cool. This sequence is pretty cool, even though it's not a fight scene. And I do love me some fight scenes, but this is still pretty nice. Oh yeah, I also have like the first chapter available to read for free on my website if you're interested in it. Right now I'm just posting this like part by part digitally. But like this is gonna be the last part that I'm gonna be posting. Should have just made a shonen then. No, I'm not making it. Well, the next comic I make is kind of a shonen, so but like sort of like sort of a shonen, I guess. Yeah, so this is his heel. This is his foot. His legs. All the fight scenes and muscles you possibly want. Like chapter 10 of Purgatory Academy, it was so hilarious. I was just drawing like 15-year, just like I was drawing like two students just wrestling, and they just had like muscular bodies just tackling each other and just throwing punches and stuff. And then like after they were fighting, they just looked like regular kids again. It's like it's Dragon Ball Z. It's awesome. Since I was Martian said since I was 18, with getting indie work this year, do big opportunity. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Martian, how old are you? Since you're doing this since you were 18. Love the scenography on this panel. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta redo like these two boys' designs, the blonde and the brunette boy. I changed their appearance. Well, I changed their hair like last minute because what I had before looked too generic. Honestly, like this is what they looked like before. The brunette and the brunette boy and the blonde boy. Oh, I'm 24 at this moment. Yo, wait, no, I'm not 24 yet. I'm 20. No, I'm 23. Still, 24. In May. Oh, so we're around the same age. Yeah. So this is what they used to. This is what they looked like a couple pages, like 2 pages ago, and the next page, I was like, oh, I wanted to change them, and this is what they look like now. Oh man, I forgot his band aid. This is why I hate drawing accessories on characters. I just keep forgetting them. Let me draw the band aid on his right side. Oh, me too. Me too. Born in May. Let's go. Let's go. May birthdays. Let's go. Let's hear it for the spring babies. Woo. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I need to make his arms a little bit shorter. 21st of May to be exact. Okay. My birthday's on the 7th. That's still good. That's still good. Let's see, Chun Chun. A collar. Let me add the collar over here. So there is a time where we are the same age. So there's. Oh yeah, true, true. That's true. So I guess we're both born in '99. Wait, no, you're '98. You like, are you at '98 or '99? I never really gotten this far in math. '98. Okay, I'm '99. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hear for spring babies. Man, this kid's button up is super fluffy. It's it just doesn't fit him, and I like it. It's funny. Let me draw the belt. If anything, he probably needs like a sweater vest, but hey, doesn't matter that much. I'm thinking about getting a camera set up and a new light box so I can do some streams myself. That's not a bad idea. Oh, all right. Let me. Can I ask you something? Like, how'd you find me? How'd you find this stream? Because I've been like posting shorts on YouTube for like 2 months in a row, and YouTube is just haven't been pushing my shorts out for a while, and I'm noticing like some people stop by in the streams. I'm getting like a couple views on my streams, but people only stay for like a minute or two and then leave and then just dip. So how'd you find this stream? If you don't mind me asking. Because I pay attention to the analytics. Oh, accidental recommendation of your stream. So I joined because art looked cool. Ah, sick. Let's go. Let's go. Join because the art looked cool. I'll take that. I probably need a better name for my streams, but the art made people come through. Made you come through. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'll take that. So I guess YouTube has been just pushing my streams more than they've been pushing my shorts, which is very weird. Which is very the opposite of what it should do, or maybe not. I don't know. Because like the whole point of like YouTube Shorts is that you just post something and it'll go to like a larger audience, but you'll have like a shorter amount of time. And what I usually do with that is post like I post either edits that I make in CapCut or I didn't make the edits. I just use templates. I just post templates that I use in CapCut and post it on YouTube and TikTok. And I also made like vertical versions, snippets of the motion comic. of the motion comic that I made, and I just post that out there. But YouTube hasn't been pushing them for like a week, and that's confusing to me. And that's why I'm just very what's that word? Discouraged when using YouTube. Personally, I got it recommended for me after I was watching retrospectives on Power Rangers. Rabbit hole moment. Yo, that's funny. Like, absolutely fun. Rabbit hole moment. The YouTube algorithm brought me here. Okay, so looks good. This looks good. Let's see if I can move this character closer. Let's see if I can do that. Because that's like one of the more difficult things when drawing like characters touching each other. It's like overlapping. Now I can make his like arm shorter because he's holding his joints tight. Yeah, YouTube is just a bad platform for people who are starting. Yeah, like even though I'm not big on TikTok, at least I notice growth there. I can see growth there, and that's very much unlike in like Instagram or YouTube. Like at first, I felt growth on YouTube, but that can have like a screeching halt, like out of nowhere. See, it feels like, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible and discouraging. So like I don't even know. And like even when I look up on how to change that, I look up on YouTube tutorials of like to see if anybody else is having these problems. But all I get are just the same people saying, "Oh, you just need to switch up your niche. Talk about what other people are into." And I'm like, "No." Like I want to promote the books that I'm making. That's what I want to do. That's that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to talk about the latest freaking lame cartoon that's been shown that everybody's talking about. That's dumb and a waste of time for me. I want people to look at my stuff. Very true. I had two channels with little to no growth. Man, like so far, I'm very much enjoying TikTok, even though it has its like problems with like its addicting interface and whatnot. But I feel like I can grow more in that platform than I can on like Instagram or YouTube. Even though like it's not a good site, pretty much. And that's gonna. I keep hearing that that's gonna change because Facebook is trying to lobby. They'll be looking at your stuff for sure. Oh, I appreciate it. I also heard that like Facebook is trying to lobby uh, the banning of TikTok in America because TikTok has just been stealing a lot of its say audience. And I'm like, come on. YouTube be doing not YouTube, but like Facebook be doing everything but improving their own service. And that's what like aggravates me. They're doing everything but improving their own stuff, improving their own backyard. Too busy losing millions on the meta. Yeah. Sketch says too busy losing millions on the metaverse. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I forgot about that. I forgot about the metaverse. if I lost billions on the metaverse too, dog, I'd be I'd be knocking down other people's sandcastles too. Not gonna lie. I get it, but that ain't cool. But I understand now. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. But I get it. Man, yeah, that flop was so hard. It was so hard to watch. Because Facebook was like, nah, nah. Just hearing stories how like they tried and they forced other people, like their employees, to use like their freaking Meta, Google, whatever, their Meta technology for like office meetings, and like everybody was like, "This is garbage, Mark. This this program is hot garbage. We don't want to use it no more. Like, let's just go back to freaking Google Teams or whatever." Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, TikTok has. Morrison says, yeah, TikTok has been doing absolute killing on Instagram's numbers. If TikTok would add photo gallery settings, Instagram would die like a wimp. Good point to the guy on Twitch. Shouts to you. No, actually, TikTok does have a gallery mode. Like you can make posts in as a gallery, and it'll show up as a carousel, and people can like scroll through like uh your images in that single post. I've been using it to upload pages of my first comic, and oddly enough, it's so cool because like when I look at because like I like one thing I do like about TikTok is that they give you analytics, so I can compare and contrast on like what people will look at, and it turns out when I post pages, instead of like making like a motion comic of my a motion comic of my comic or whatever, people don't look at that. They usually look at it for like 5 seconds and then move on. But when I post panels, they look at it longer. When I post like full pages, it's even more. It's even more than that. Like, it's even more than that. So that's kind of like my 2 cents. So there is a carousel option on TikTok, and I also love that how it tells you how many views you're getting, how many people like, and how long people are spending on that post, and it adds up the overall time that like everybody who's seen your post spends on that post. And usually when I post like pages of my comic, like it's usually clocks in over like around like 2 hours of time. And when you post on TikTok, like sure, like with the first couple of posts you get like more than 200, and then you get like around 500 or 1,000 views your first couple of posts, but then like you plateau. And the interesting thing about it, like your plateau is usually like 200 views, 250 views, 200 to 300 views. And that's funny because that's more than that averages out more than like TikTok, averages more than like YouTube and Instagram. Shocked. Okay, Sketch says shocked they didn't just buy out a single successful VR thing like VR chat to do this dumb thing. I think it's just because what Facebook did, they just did not understand. They just did not understand what's going on. Like they wanted to make their own thing. Like they usually buy things out if they see like success. But the thing about VR chat is like you can't monetize like I'm not saying you can't monetize it VR chat because you can. It's just I don't know. They could have just bought out VR chat and they could have monetized it somehow. I don't know. There has to be like some reason why they didn't do that. I feel like they probably would have figured. They probably would have known. But I think it's because like they haven't made money on VR chat and they just weren't. They're not really that in tune to like that kind of culture. So they probably just didn't know. They probably just didn't know, or like they didn't see VR chat being profitable. Marson said, "I never used TikTok to be honest. I feel like as I age in real time, I got I also got real hard a labor job in the meantime to uh meantime to not lose muscles. I get that. I get that. Facebook bought, and he also said Facebook bought Beat Saber at least. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Beat Saber felt more like a I don't know. Yeah, they did buy Beat Saber. That's also an interesting fact. Sketch said true. It would be a hard thing to monetize it because it thrives off of creator content. I mean, there are other things that thrives off creator content, like Roblox thrives off of creator content. But VR Chat is making profits because they have monetizations in VR Chat Plus. Like it's not really impossible to like monetize it, I suppose, but it's just difficult. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they would find something to do, but at the end of the day, they just got to be a reason why they didn't go for the most obvious thing, or maybe it wasn't like obvious to them. I don't know. Bizarre. It's bizarre. Okay, let me just. I just noticed Jonathan and Faye are have like the same top. Or maybe they're just too conflicted in creating their own thing, or stubborn. Yeah, that's kind of like a Facebook thing. If they don't like buy it out, they try to make their own. That's usually how it goes. And when they can't make their own, they and if they can't make their own, they try to do. They're gonna try to do what they're doing with TikTok now and try to like ban it, or like make it like not a problem anymore. Which is unfortunate and lame. It's so lame that they're doing that. Oh no, I just can't stress enough that how lame that is. It's so funny. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good length. Martian said, I wanted to go out and sketch a character in my local park, but it just started to rain. Sad, sad face, sad days. But stretching, stretching, stretching. All right, it's about that time though. I usually end these streams. It's like 12 p.m. right here. I usually stream for like 3 hours a day, from like Monday to Thursday. So yeah, 3 hours a day from Monday to Thursday, and it's about that time to close out. So I'm gonna head out. But very lame, to be honest. I would seriously like it if they did their own TikTok composition, because it would be the most fine thing ever. Yeah, like Facebook does have like its own thing. Its own thing. They have Reels. In Reels, it's a mixed bag, honestly, because they don't, with Instagram Reels, you don't get like viral. It's viral out of the gate. It just comes out of no. Sorry, it feels like it comes out of nowhere. Like you can post something and then like a couple days later, you'll have like a couple people just like it, and just people you just don't know, and that just get picked up by the algorithm. But Instagram, it's like middle of the road for me, honestly. But anyway, thanks so much, guys, for coming out and talking. Really made this stream really fun, really cool, and I really enjoyed you guys. Take care.